joining me today. We are going to go through a low impact jumping session, as low impact as jumping can get. And the whole point of this is if you're worried about osteoporosis or osteopenia, or if you in fact have osteoporosis or osteopenia, it is important that we progressively load our bodies, specifically our bones. And we're going to do that with learning how to absorb the ground force and applying some impact through the body. Why do we want to do this? Well, bone is a living tissue after all. So we want to stimulate bone formation. We want to potentially help to slow bone loss and in some cases actually improve bone density. So you're going to need I'm going to use this box, my reformer box, but you're going to need probably a kitchen stool, something that's not too high up. I would say that a chair is probably too high. So see if you can grab a kitchen stool, and I would also put it against the wall so that it feels safe for you to be placing your foot up and jumping off. But you'll see it's not going to be too impactful. You won't need it yet. We're going to start just simply standing on a mat, standing on the floor, wherever you feel comfortable. Ideally, I'd love you to be doing this barefoot, so that you can really feel your feet, feel what your feet are doing. If you're stuffed your feet in shoes and trainers that are really cushiony, you're using your trainers to help you do this. And ideally, I want you to be using your feet. If you don't feel comfortable just being barefoot, then yes, by all means, wear your trainers, okay? And then maybe you've done it a couple of times, and next time you can try it without wearing your shoes. So we're going to start nice and gentle, resting your elbows against your ribcage, making light fists. We're going to do heel bounces. Okay, so there's very little impact here. You keep the balls of your feet down. I'll turn to the side, and your heels are going up and down. And your heels touch the ground, but barely touch the ground. And you should start to feel, if not yet, but soon, your calf muscles really working here. I want you to see if you can look at the same spot on the wall while you're doing this. And soon we're going to try and let your feet actually leave the ground with small pogo jumps. Okay, so when you're ready, and I need a soft landing. So you're not going to let your heels fully touch the ground when we actually start to jump. Okay, very small jumps. I don't expect you to leave the ground, or don't go too high, and your heels are not going to touch the ground. Breathe in and out through your nose, and we're going to stop. Okay, so you should already be feeling your legs. Okay, we're going to go back. When you're ready, I'm going to give you breaks in between. We're going to go back to those heel bounces. I want you to look at something on the wall, not too far away. Make sure you can see it clearly and keep looking at that spot. And this time, I'm going to ask you to tilt your head to the right. Keep looking at the same spot on the wall. And tilt your head to the left. Can you keep your bounces nice and rhythmical and steady? And then up. Now you're going to look up. Can you keep your heel bounces nice and steady? And can you look down? Keep your heel bounces nice and steady. And stop. Okay, give your legs a little shake, and then you're going to go back to your little pogo jumps. Okay, when you're ready, nice soft elbows resting against the sides of your body. Don't grip your fist too tightly. Let's go. Little knee bend and landing softly. Toes to the balls of your foot. A little bit of your arch might touch the ground, but not really your heels. And I don't want you to be thumping down and making a loud noise. And rest. Okay, so we're going to move on to little jumping jacks, out, in, out, in. We're not going to involve the arms. Okay, so when you're ready, nice and soft landing, out, in, out, in. Your knees are soft. At no point are you locking your knees, and your heels are barely touching the ground, if at all. And we're doing 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, take a break. And obviously also, this is great, a little bit of cardio work. You might feel your heart rate going up. That's okay. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out through your nose. If you feel you need a recovery breath, try not to breathe in and out through your mouth. Okay, Next one, you're going to take a small step forwards with one leg, and you're going to jump on the spot here. When you're ready, those knees are soft. And if you don't feel comfortable with these little jumps, you can just try and do heel bounces here. And we're just going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to switch your stance. It's a small step. Try and keep both feet parallel. And when you're landing, it's happening very quickly, but I want you to try and feel the big toe side and the little toe side of your feet, and you're not landing with your feet turned out. So maybe you need to watch yourself in the mirror. Let's go. There are very small jumps, and you're trying to land softly. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Recovery breath through your nose. Deep breath in and out. You're then going to alternate those jumps. So when you're ready, let's go. You're switching, 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 switching. Really nice. And just 4, 3, 2, 1. Recovery breath through your nose. Okay. You might be feeling your legs, especially if you're not used to doing this sort of work, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to go to your little step. Please make sure that it's in a safe position, it's against a wall, and it really mustn't be too high, okay? So we're going to I'm going to use my right leg up on the stool, and you're going to push down into this heel, keep your arms wherever you'd like, and you also have the wall in front of you if you need, and you're going to jump up. And you can hold the wall if you need some balance, and then you're going to slowly come down, okay? I want you to feel like you're jumping up. Jump up. So it happens quite quickly. And you're going to slowly come down. And when you come down, I want you to land toes, ball, heel. Jump up. The wall can catch you if you need. Slowly, toes, ball, heel. Cool. Jump up. Quite quick. Toes, ball, heel. One more time and we'll switch side. Jump up. Toes, ball, heel. Okay. Switch feet. Okay, when you're ready, the wall is here. So don't be afraid, it can catch you. I want you to go quite quick. And then try not to use the wall too much. Slowly down, toes, ball, heel. Good. Jump up. Toes, ball, heel. So you've got to try and figure out the right amount of effort to get up quickly. If there's too much, you might overbalance and feel like you're going to topple over. Or if there's not enough, you're not going to actually get all the way up. So what is the Goldilocks amount for you? Remember to land softly. Toes, ball, heel. One more time. Jump up. Toes, ball, heel. You're not really jumping. It feels like a little bit of a bounce. Okay. So let's go back to your right leg. Now this time we're actually going to be jumping. So let's start with the heel bounce version. Use the wall if you need to. And I want you to just do your heel bounce, but it's technically single leg. You're going to feel your calf. So your heel is not going to touch the ground. It's not your whole foot that leaves the ground. It's just your heel. And just do 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a rest, but keep your legs as they are. We're now going to get ready to let your left foot leave the ground. Use the wall if you need to. You've got to push off your right leg. So don't let your heel fully touch the ground. Use the wall if you need to, or don't. And you're really going to now feel your right leg, because your right leg is the push off. Land softly and stop. Okay, let's switch legs. Definitely going to feel your legs after this. Okay, so we begin with those heel bounces rather than a full-on hop. And off you go. Use the wall or don't. And it's quite a quick sort of heel raise. And you're not really letting your heel fully touch the ground. And it's quite quick. And like I said, you're going to feel your calf. Okay, and stop. Ready to try and let your foot leave the ground and use the wall. So you're pushing off from your front leg, your left leg. And then you've got to land softly. And you either use the wall or you don't. You're trying to absorb the impact, and so you're certainly not landing with a straight leg. Your knee will bend. Don't let your heel fully touch the floor. Rest. Recovery breath through your nose if needed. Okay. And those quads, you should be feeling those quads. Okay. So now we're going to, your leg, sorry, right leg, right leg's back again. Your leg initially was right underneath you, but now I want you to take a little step back. So can you now see that you're going to be a little bit more at an angle? Your leg is further away from you. Let's go back to those heel raises. Use the wall if you need to. Leg a little further away, might feel a little more intense. Make a note of where your foot is, because when we add in the jumping, I want you to try and land in the same spot. Okay, take a second and rest. And then when you're ready, you're going to have that little lean forwards, and we're going to do a few jumps on the spot here. If you're not up for it, go back to your heel raises. Okay, so when you're ready and you've got the wall, and remember to land a little bit further back. And 4, 3, remember to soften your knee, and stop. Switch legs. Okay, first maybe put your right foot down so that you're in the similar spot, and there's this little lean forwards. You are going to do your little heel raises up and down. It's quite quick. For now, your leg is pretty straight. Remember, you can use the wall if you need to. Try and keep breathing in and out through your nose. Now we're going to get ready to let your foot leave the ground. And remember where your foot was. Try and keep landing in the same place. Your knee should absolutely soften when you land. And stop. Okay. Take a breather. Last bit. Deep breath in and out through your nose. Back to your right leg. Okay. So now we're going to jump, and I'll show you very quickly, in and out. In and out, or I could say forwards and back, okay? So it's quite quick. They're basically those little pogo jumps up and down, except you have a raised foot. So you're going to feel the quads on your front leg and probably the whole leg, but your calves on the back leg. So it's a quick jump, forwards, back, okay? Start with your leg right underneath you, so you're upright. Use the wall and jump back and forwards, back and forwards. Nice and quick. And there's the soft landing, and your heel does not touch the ground. If you're worried about balance, hold the wall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Switch sides. Like I said, a nice little cardio workout. You might be a little bit out of breath. Take a couple of recovery breaths if you need to. And we're going to finish here. Forwards, back. Use the wall. Go. Nice soft landing. Don't want to hear too much noise. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Amazing. And I hope it's fun. I hope you found that a little bit fun. Parallel feet. Just take a couple of roll downs to finish. Deep breath in. Exhale, roll down. Soft knees if you need to. And roll back up. And you can do that daily or every other day. Come back to it and see if your jumping gets any easier, or maybe your landing is a little bit softer, your feet feel more springy. Let me know how you get on. Hope to see you soon.